Welcome back to my channel. Now I hope you guys enjoyed the VIP Rouge from Sephora and you got new products, or even about the ones I recommended on my last video. But today I'm gonna go and do like a mini makeup tutorial thing of the Natasha Denona Sunset Palette. Now, because I remember me telling you I was gonna do tutorials of what I actually bought, so I have some time today, so I said, let me sit down and film. So I will scoot you a little bit closer where you can get a better action of everything. Okay, not that you're close and personal here. Now, if you remember this Natasha Denona, I did go ahead and tested it. I tested it and wore it for work for like about a week, essentially. And it is a very interesting tutorial. Now, right now, I'm just going to give a tutorial on the eyes, which is what we're basically concentrating on. I will do the rest of my makeup off camera. I'll be back and we'll finish up and talk and let you know how I created the eye situation. FYI, this is very universal, and yes, it can be worn for work because that's exactly what I did. So let's begin. Okay, first things first, I go ahead and use my Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden, and the only reason I like that is because it actually covers any veins or anything that you may have. So I have my little mirror here, and we're gonna start. But priming the eyes, I use the wand. Make sure it's all covered. And then I preferably like to use the Beauty Blender to just blend everything in. Now, don't ever apply eyeshadow over it because it's going to skip and it's not going to look cute. So what I like to use is my Peach Perfect from TooFaced. And I like to go ahead and, use whatever powder is here and just set it. And it'll also give you like a perfect eyeshadow base without any skipping. It's smooth. It's essentially perfection, to be honest. And you do the same for the other eye. To be honest, this is like my favorite setting powder, so just FYI, it's really good. So now that we have that done, it's there, we're good. Alright, now off to the good part, the Natasha Denona. Now, I have tried different ways of putting this on, so I'm going to show you one way that it gives you all nice and matte little shimmer, the 2-dimension going on. You'll like it, trust me, you'll like it. I do plan to do more tutorials on this, so trust me, this will not be the only video on this beautiful mini palette. So, what I'm going to go and use a fluffy brush. I use the E40 still, I'm a big Sigma girl. And I start on this matte shade right here. And I believe this is called Dirty Mars. So that one right there. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to flip my finger. That's just happens to be right there. So I do apologize. So I put my brush in here. Trying to put my brush in there. Tap, tap, tap. And basically you're going to put it in a crease from here to here. See? Now, this eyeshadow is very, very pigmented. Very, very pigmented. So you really have to take your time and blend. Blend, blend, blend your little heart out. Blend, blend, blend. I'm taking it again. And do the other eye. Okay, now I'm also going to go ahead and use Halo. This one right here. To go over it, because if you look at this, it's very intense. Now, if you just like the intense crease, take it. Don't worry about the next step. But I know if you're just trying to do a little bit of a natural with a touch of glam, which is what I'm doing today, or going to work, this is not going to work. So we take Halo, and I use the same brush. It'll be all right. A lot of fallout. It's okay. It lets me know there's pigment. And just go over it, over the crease. Okay, now that that has been done, we're gonna start with lids. Now, for this particular day, let's see, because I want to try to show you all the colors as I can. we're gonna use, come on, I need these two, which is Guava and Apollo. And my plan is to use this red one, which is Sunbeam, for the lower lash line. That's how you can use this whole palette. Now, just FYI, if you plan to go to work, do not put the red underneath. Maybe a little touch on the outer corner. I'll do another tutorial on that. But for today, since we're just trying to show you how you can get a complete look with just one palette, keep watching. So I'll be using this brush. It is from Sigma again. This is the Sigma E55. And no, this is not sponsored. Sigma doesn't even know who I am. Maybe one day. But this one seems a little bit more intense. So that one I'm putting the inner, and that one I'm putting the outer. So what I usually like to do, I like to take my finger, I dig into that one. Like I said, I'm not flicking you off. It's just a strong finger to use. And you put it to right here through right here. So even though this is bad, I do stretch a little bit, and I do this. See how intense that is? Hopefully you can see how nice and sparkly that is on camera. And then do the same for the other eye. And it looks a little messy. It's okay. Most of the looks are going to start messy. And then you use a brush, the E55, and use the color next to it, which in this case it will be Guava. And you put it on the outside. It's going to be a little messy, harsh, not blended, but it's okay. It'll all go together, promise. Now, if you want that a little bit more intense, use your other finger and just go over it. See how much more intense it is with the finger? And then I want a little bit more of this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my finger. And then you take your E40, no additional product, just go in and try to blend it out, because with our fingers it gets kind of harsh. And then we'll finish up the brows and the eyebrows. And for the eyebrows, I'll be using the TooFaced Chocolate Brownie and Auburn. Comb them out, speak English, comb them out. And I just trace mine and slowly fill in what is needed. Just follow the shape of my brow. And then whenever they're done filled out, I always like to rebrush them just to make sure they're nice and neat. And then I go back into the palette and I use, what is this? Guava. The one that we use for the outer corner, and just use it as a brow bone. Then you add a little bit more of the shadow, because with all the blending it kind of went away. Reblend. Okay, and so I'm gonna go off camera, finish the rest of my face, and I'll be right back. Okay, and now I am back. As you can see, I got my bronzer, my highlight, you know, all now put together, like, yeah, get the picture. Now, since you guys saw me on the last clip, like up to my eyes right here, if you want to leave it like this, you can, you're good. You basically saw pigmentation, how you can use all these colors at once. But I like using all of them, so I'll be using the E30. It's a Sigma, it's a pencil. By the way, this extra strip, it is not necessary. The only reason I'm doing is because, well, to show that all these colors, even though I believe it's $25, it won't be a waste of your money. It's good pigmentation, and to show that, you know, you can use them all, or just one or two. But it's a very useful palette, and you know, I'm thinking about this for travel. Okay, so I get this red shade, which is called Sunbeam, and it does have a little bit of shimmer. It's okay. And you put it all in the bottom lash line. And see how that can just bring up the look. And for the inner corner, I love using this. This is the one I've used from outer, the brow bone, and then my inner. So use a little bit of your finger, which is a big thing if you like intensity. And then just take this with no pigment and just rub it out. So even no pigment, see it's nice and blended. And then after I finish everything, I do go and take care of my lashes. I pinch stuck around 10 times. And I'm using the Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara from Loreal, I believe, yeah, from Loreal. And I also use the bottom lash line. You don't have to, not necessary. That's just me, that's my preference. I like using the coloring my lower lashes, or else it looks like I have nothing. And then off to the next eye. Now that the eyes are completed, I'm gonna back you up just a little bit because then we're on the lips. Okay, so also from that same video, I didn't just buy the Natasha Denona mini palette. I bought color too. Lipstick and lip gloss from the Unicorn TooFaced Unicorn Tears, and the lip gloss, the Transformation Top. Like I said, for work, obviously you're not gonna wear it like this, but for fun, extra color, fine. Now if you're going off to work with this makeup look, I would say just keep a nice brown nudish lip. But if it's regular day, like today, it's Saturday, have fun. Because after this, I just got more errands to do. Fun. But first and foremost, I'm gonna lip line my lips. It's the Velvet Lip Liner from NARS. It's my favorite one, only because it is nice and soft. You don't have to sharpen. It goes up here. And this one, I think it's the shade, it's a Waimea, W-A-I-M-E-A. So I'm gonna line my lips. And then we go off with the TooFaced lipstick and Unicorn Tears. Now here's the lipstick by itself. And the top. It's like iridescent than anything. Now that is the complete look using the Natasha Denona Mini Sunset Palette. The Mini Natasha Denona Sunset Palette. And so this is a finished look using all 5 colors, not using another palette. So, you know, like I said, good for travel. And using the TooFaced. Now, if you want a tutorial of how I did all of the rest of this, my bronzer, my highlight, and whatsoever, all products that I use will be down in the description bar. Now, as for the rest of it, you can look at my other videos. It's the same process, which is why I didn't add it. That way this video won't be like 20 years long, which it probably already is anyway, but that's the point. So, once again, thank you for watching, and remember to push the little like button, and before you leave, make a checklist. Subscribe, I would really appreciate that, as well as, you know, write a little comment. Show me what you watch. What do you think of this? Show me opinions. What kind of other videos do you want? Do you want to see more tutorials of the Natasha Denona? What do you want? So my next video should be coming up soon, and like I said, other surprises when my music is happening. So just hold tight, just hold tight. We get there. And remember to follow me on my other social medias at Instagram, Twitter, and even here on YouTube is the same handle. I Need Blue Singer, as well as going to my IMDb page, which is Anita Lopez, which is my actual name. And I really appreciate it. I love you. Come again, and I truly miss you. Until next time. Bye.